How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot of rumors to go through, actually. We got a lot of stuff to go through, if I'm going to be frank. Also, my hairline is totally messed up, as you may notice. I look like a freaking babushka, mate. Babushka. I mean, look at my hair, dude. Literally, it's going all over the place. I look like an anime character, like with parts sticking out on the sides. You're like, woo, look at me. But ladies and gentlemen, we are back with a brand new video. I hope you guys are excited because we're going to go through some rumors. But yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I had no sleep, dude. Like, man, I've just had no sleep. Either way, welcome to a brand new video. If you guys do enjoy this video, then do drop a like down below, and also do make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys want to see more content. As per usual, do keep that in mind. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the actual, the actual breakdown here. So we're gonna start with a big chunky rumor. Let's put it that way. It's a pretty big one, and if we have time, we'll go through a smaller one as well, and just kind of cover that. But let's start with this though to begin with here. So it's going to be this one. Now, this guy says here that he's not a part of the Game Freak company, but his post name is anonymous, and of course the actual post is called SWSH Leaks, which would be Sword and Shield Leaks. So, nothing out of the ordinary, just kind of the same old kind of like breakdown here. But well, here's what he says though, which I think is interesting, because it brings a lot of potential for theories that can be had later on, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of potential theories can be made out of this. So, let's start with the top right here. Now, Norse mythology will be present, or actually no, let's start with the actual top, which is, I'm not part of the Game Freak, Pokemon or Game Freak companies at all. However, I'm in contact with a trusted source who tends to get things right. Note, they have gotten minor things wrong in the past for smaller features, so all may not be true. I will mark what might not be true with a $sign. Okay, so that's actually interesting because I've seen several posts like this. You know what I mean? There are several like these. Which is interesting. So, let's continue though. Note, they have gotten minor things wrong in the past for smaller features, so all may not be true. I'll mark what might not be true with a $sign. Now, Norse mythology will be present in the game, in the region, throughout the story, characters, and Pokemon, more so at the middle of the region where Norse ruins can be found, which is the bottom part on the map, if you guys remember that. You can actually find a lot of those, like a lot of ruins down there, with a lot of runes and, runic texts and all that on there. So yeah, Norse-inspired Pokemon include a legendary wolf that can change form using an item, a steel, fire, or ghost based upon form, a bird, raven-like, which are dark flying, and a split evolution for final based upon stats. Obviously based off of Odin's ravens, which would make sense. We actually talk about that, and also I just realized something. Ladies and gentlemen, I just gotta show you this. This is actually insane. I know this is a bit of a sidetrack, and you're probably just thinking, like, what's he doing right now? Ladies and gentlemen, it is actually really nice outside. It's really nice in Sweden, man. That's weird. Like, the weather's really, really nice, and that is not normal, man. It's, like, really, like, man, spring is here, man. Spring is here when it's warm in Sweden, dude. Shit's going good if it's getting, damn, this is so good, man. This makes me happy, dude. I get so much more energy back when, like, we're in this time. Oh, dude, it feels great. So, yeah. Back to the actual rumor reading, though, because now I'm just getting excited. Let's see. So, he continues saying here that a cat with a golden details and golden wings, normal flying type, based upon Freya. Why does he say Freyas? Because it's only one Freya, pretty sure. Either way, possibilities of others, but all of that, along with some other Pokemon, was confirmed by my sources. Okay, towns and cities have slight influences from the 9 realms in Norse mythology. Vanaheim is an influence for the forest town with giant mushrooms, which actually makes, that is actually, wow. Wait, that is true. That actually fits in with a theory I'm going to be talking about probably later today or tomorrow. I have a theory that was sent to me by a viewer, which literally suggests this exact thing. It suggests exactly this. Man, this is getting interesting now. Because I've seen an actual theory that is exactly like this, where if you match the Galar map with a map of, like, what's it called again? Yggdrasil or whatever, like, the world tree, it actually matches up. Huh. That is interesting. That is very interesting. Alright, so, now he has a $sign here, so this one is considered to be a little bit more iffy. So, he says here, evil team is based off of, off on hell, team leader, what? Okay. I'm a little bit confused. Like, he doesn't say hell as in, like, like the Christian version of that, or like, I mean, I guess the Jewish and Muslim as well, like, definition of it. He's talking about hell, the character, or like the hell, the, I guess, goddess, you could call her, from, the underworld of Norse mythology, I guess. Team leader, and different major characters from Helheim. Honestly, don't believe that unless that other major characters in the evil team are dishonorable. I don't know any of besides Hell in that realm. Precise. Wait, let's just think of this for a minute. Hell in Norse mythology. So Hell in Norse mythology is a female. Yeah, in Norse mythology, Hell is a being who presides over a realm of the same name. Ah, that's what I didn't know. I didn't know that Hell is like actually the name of like the actual realm that she presides over. Her name is Hel, which I remembered because I know she's a female, like, you know, goddess. I remember that from like school, and also from playing what's it called again, Smite. But I didn't know that the actual realm she resides over is also called Hel. So now, for anybody that was going to comment down below, hey Ruffled, don't you know? Now I know. Where she received a portion of the dead, Hel is attested in the Poetic Edda, compiled in the 13th century from earlier traditional sources, as the and the Prose Edda, written in the 13th century by Snorre Sturluson. Snorre Sturluson! Ja, det är väldigt fina namn. Ja, för fan. No, I just want to mess around with this Swedish there for a minute. Either way, back to the actual points here. So story points is what this guy goes into next year, which is 2 professors. Younger gives you a starter, and the older one gives you some supplies, and tells you to come back after the first gym. Seems reasonable, I think. Evil team has hold more in the middle of the region and is based in the first main city. All right, that makes sense. Player runs upon them there, but doesn't get to fight them until later, which, okay, I'm not sure why, but all right. After first gym, you receive an item formed by Melmetal for Armored Evolution. Really, after the first gym, that seems a little bit early to be able to actually, like, you know, Armored Evolution, like, you know, use Armored Evolutions if they are a thing. That'd be a little bit too early, wouldn't it? Now, Evil Team, this one's also $sign, so this one shouldn't be taken 100%. Tries to start to plan the Ragnarok, right? You guys call it say Ragnarok, I say Ragnarök. So really, you're trying to tell me like that they want to do Ragnarok of like upon the region? Like, we want to bring Ragnarok, dude. Like, let's you know, destroy the realm and restart it, man. I mean, come on. Take over a region to rebuild it and start a new under the control of the best 2 admins. Sounds way too similar to Gen 4's Evil Team's goals for it to be true. Very similar to what happens after Ragnarok. But yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit strange. So let's go to the next points here, which there's a chunk of these here as well. There's actually a lot of them. So this guy continues here with quite a few of them. Let me just put them on the screen here if you guys can actually see these, if you want to read them. There they are. So here's what they say, though. Story point continues. With the help of the Elite Four, you go out to get your Vergent Legendary, while Elite Four try to defend the third Legendary, the Wolf, from the Evil Team. Fails to do so. Alright, so the Evil Team fails to defend it. But the Elite Four try to... I'm a little bit confused. So, with the help of the Elite Four, you go out to get your Vergent's Legendary, so that would be one of the Wolves, with the Elite Four, and try to defend the third Legendary, the Wolf. So the third Legendary will be the Wolf, according to this guy, from the Evil Team, and you failed to do so. Alright, that's weird. Player catches a Vergent Legendary after some sort of maze of caves at a mine area. Stops the plan for Ragnarok from happening, and ends the game after beating the Elite Four and the champion. Alright, side bits. Let's see what he has here. So the post-game is huge, with a small island being unlocked, possibly based off of Northern Island, and a quest to unite the region, more in the middle, after the Evil Team flees for a nearby region, not Kalos. Then here, this one's apparently with $sign, so less trusted. Quest for the third Legendary to gain the right to battle it after gaining its trust. Just doesn't sound right, but cool, so possible. Possibly. No Kalos post-game. However, Kalos characters come to Galar due to the closeness of the 2 regions, which I think is the most likely thing that will happen. I think we can kind of establish at this point that a Kalos post-game is unlikely, but a lot of connections between the 2 regions will happen. You know what I mean? Now, third Legendary's item is given to you from a Kalos character. Alright, so a third Legendary item, fair enough. Armored forms are in the game, achieved through an item. Well, didn't he say this earlier? He literally said earlier that you get it from Meltan, so he's just repeating himself. This is just repeating the information you already said. Then Pokemon. Regional bird is blue and yellow, which is electric flying in Final Evolution. 2 evolutions, Dragon and Steel type, which is we've heard a million times. Corgi based Pokemon, which is normal typing. Legendary for Shield is an armored 8-legged horse / unicorn, unknown if based upon Odin's horse, but possibly Steel Fairy. Legendary for Sword is a mechanical boar with very long tusks. Ooh, that's different. Very long tusks that can easily attack like a sword. Steel ground. The third Legendary Wolf is able to change forms using a item that can change coloring and add tiny details along with typing. Fire for red one, and Ghost for a dark blue or black. Steel as main type based off of the 2 wolves that chase the sun and moon in Norse mythology. Trails are coming around mid-April, but I'm uncertain about the end of March, possibly though. Alright, this is fair point. Okay, I get it. I get it. But yeah, guys, so I want to know your opinions on this rumor, though, because I like the mention of, like, the different realms, because I actually have a theory about that, how it matches the actual Galar region. I have a theory that I'm going to do on that from a viewer that suggested it, and it's a really, really good one, so I really want to cover that and talk about that, because the possibilities of that are insane. So I want to talk about that in a different video. If you guys want to see that, do hashtag, I don't know, mythology in the comment section down below. If you want to see that video of me talking about it, do hashtag mythology in the comment section down below, and I will definitely get down to that, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, thank you so much for watching, though. If you did enjoy, then drop a like down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Have such a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.